Speaker Hilbert, you're recognized for presentation of Veteran of the Week and to be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Elmer Scott Holt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Everyone, you can have a seat for a second if you'd like. Colonel Holt, great to have you here. Before I read through this citation, I do want to take a moment. I do know you have some family and loved ones here in the audience, kids, grandkids. If you all wouldn't mind standing up for a second so we can recognize you. And I know I'm going to recognize Mr. Holt and his service here in a second, but we all know the toll and the sacrifice that families make as well. So thank you all to each of you. And again, before I read this citation, it's such an honor talking to folks in the Mannford community about this man who stands before you today and the amazing things that they say, not only about his service to our nation, but also his service to Mannford Public Schools, working in the school system and just outpouring to those students day in and day out, and being a true role model and just a great American. And so, members, if you'll allow me, I'm going to read the citation of recognition for Elmer Scott Holt. Whereas Elmer S. Holt, a resident from Mannford, Oklahoma, enlisted in the United States Army Reserves in Norman, Oklahoma on December 29, 1985, and then transferred to the Oklahoma Army National Guard in 1987. And whereas Elmer S. Holt was commissioned through Northeastern State University ROTC program in May 1990 as a field artillery officer in the 1st Battalion, 160th Field Artillery, 45th Infantry Brigade Combat Team. And whereas during a distinguished 4-decade military career obtaining the title of Colonel, Elmer S. Holt served with honor and distinction, supporting critical missions including Operation Noble Eagle from 2003 to 2004 and Operation Iraqi Freedom, as well as being deployed to Iraq in 2008, to Afghanistan from 2011 to 2012, and to Ukraine in 2017. And he was privileged to command the 1st Battalion, 160th Field Artillery headquartered in Chandler, Oklahoma, as well as the 45th Field Artillery Brigade headquartered in Mustang, Oklahoma. And whereas Elmer S. Holt's faithful service earned numerous military decorations, including the Legion of Merit, 2 Bronze Stars, the Iraq Campaign Medal, the Afghanistan Campaign Medal, and the Army Commendation Medal. And whereas, born into a family deeply rooted in military tradition, Elmer S. Holt is the proud son of Master Sergeant retired O.D. Holt and the proud father of Sergeant First Class Jordan Holt. And together they represent the highest ideals of public service as veterans who have faithfully defended the United States against enemies both foreign and domestic. And whereas, in addition to his military career, Elmer S. Holt has served his community and civilian life as the assistant middle school principal at Mannford Public Schools in Mannford, Oklahoma. And whereas the state of Oklahoma holds our veterans in highest esteem and recognizes the sacrifices and contributions they have made to preserve our freedoms and way of life. And whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives takes great pride in honoring Elmer S. Holt as Veteran of the Week. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Speaker Kyle Hilbert and Senator Randy Grellner, the state of Oklahoma extends to Elmer Scott Holt sincere commendations and directs that this citation be presented.